Hey Leo, how are you, my Leonian friends? Okay, and how is that life purpose going for you? Because that's what you're all about, you know. And wherever we've got these sort of shifts coming this month, you've got a lot of Aries in that ninth house. So, and Mars is going to be making a move at the end of the month, guys, into Cancerian energy. So, yeah, nurturing on the self a little bit, but also nurturing those sort of that life purpose, you know. The thing about Leo is loves to bathe in its own light. It's got a lot of creative energy, definitely got putting it out there, and we've got a lot of transformational energy around your 10th house of career. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. See what's cooking. Let's have a little look. Information coming in for you around career. We can be looking at moves, certainly. Mars has been in Gemini, is, as I said, going to be moving into Cancer, and it's going to be interesting. So let's have a little peep and see how we're doing. Right, okay guys, let's have a look at your life purpose, your direction. Yeah, I definitely think there could be change around work. So let's have a little look. Wow, okay. Ideas. This is about ideas around work. Now, I've just made that statement about how we are looking, how we can apply that energy, who can we share that light with, all right, and how is that going to apply for us? Okay, so yeah, this is a good start. Page of Wands, good start. Cannot believe it. You bring your own sun sign here. The sun got new vitality. This is very, very, very Leonian vitality, guys. There's an awful lot of that coming around. So if you have felt a little bit lackluster of late, right, if things have not been happening around the relationship energies, and how you've been relating to yourself, you've been giving yourself a hard time, you know, and throwing water on that light, you know, throwing shade on your light. So it's your time to come out now. So March is going to be a different vibe. We know we've got two big monster planets going to be making some serious shifts later on in the month, which is your Mars and Pluto. All right, so Saturn's going to be making a move early part of the month into Pisces. And Saturn, of course, is career. All right, so you know that's a career house. It's the role that we play. So let's have a little look. So lots of sunshine, lots of areas around that new beginning. We can be looking at that new beginning in a very different way, in a very different light. Forgive the pun. But at the end of the day, that's here as well. So let's see what else we've got going on. Wow, cannot believe it. Very Scorpionic energy. We have got Pluto making that move, as I said, towards the end of this month, March, April, May, and as we go forward, Saturn into Pisces, 2.5 years of this transit. So releasing old structures, releasing old ways of doing things, releasing maybe a little ego sometimes, yeah. Leo said with love, and acknowledging that we have to be, you know, that fire energy that you've got. To me, with this move of Mars, another fire cardinal like yourself, cardinal energy, moving into Cancer. All right, so what makes us feel more secure? Which part of the career do we need to push? What do we need to do? And again, I've got to tell you, this 9th house is pretty full, so they're going to be traveling. So again, expansion around the self, around that. If you do need to travel, maybe you've got to get in the car, you've got to do something, maybe you just want to travel out. Whatever this is about, it's here. Wow. And again, looking at these areas to do with where we can be our own worst enemy sometimes, okay, where we can overthink, we can go deep with this energy, sword, mental energies again, where we've got to go inside. We've really got to look at how we can release and change. Certainly Pisces is all about releasing the old ways, you know, the ways that we've become accustomed to, that now we acknowledge that to actually push forward and use that light, we need to make change. So there needs to be a possible change in direction, a way that we view ourselves, what we need to do. All of these things are coming through here. Hermit. I did speak earlier about a lot of energy happening for you in that ninth. You know, ninth house energy is also about trusting the intuition. And we have Jupiter up there in that ninth house for you in Aries, with this Mars energy into Cancer. So again, where we're living, the home, how we're going to build, empire build, you know, how we're actually going to use that light. Again, forgive me if you've been bathing in that light a little bit too much. You're bathing in your own shine. Maybe you're going to shine in a different arena. All right. And that's a good thing. So less reflection, even though the Hermit does bring that. He also brings this light with him to show us the way. So I do feel, I'm feeling really good about this. This is Virgo as well. This energy, it's great. Okay, yeah, new relationships, new opportunities coming in here. Again, letting go, releasing, surrendering to change, and understanding that what was working for us before may not be working for us anymore, and a need for flexibility. And certainly I feel with the energy of Pisces, certainly, and this Cancerian energy now with Mars, yeah, that it's there. So there's a lot more fluidity. Okay, so yeah, this is looking good to me. New friendships, you love fun. You absolutely love your fun. And, you know, you have got all this sort of Sagittarius on that 5th. So yeah, this is it. Could be traveling, pushing further afield with ideas, careers, and ultimately finding the success that you're looking for. All right, so yeah, this is good. See what else we've got coming through. Doing things slightly differently this time. Okay, let's have a look. Again, got the world in our hand. Well, if you've got the world in your hand, but you're recognizing it's just not enough, you know, there's still more in me. I've still got more to give. I still want to give my light in this direction or that direction. Okay, now it's this recognition that, you know, achievements. All right, that's very much about Leo as well. We all have that Leo light in us somewhere. Of course, we're all made up of all the 12 signs and all the elements. So wherever it's applying, but for you, you've got Sag on this 5th. We've got a lot of Aries energy with this Mars shifts as well in the 9th. So I'm feeling casting your net slightly wider around career, whether or not it's your personal life, letting go, surrendering the old way of doing it, and surrendering the ego a little bit there, you know, and saying, no, it's okay, I'm going to accept this, which again, that's a Pisces energy, guys. I'm going to accept this, I'm going to surrender to it and go forward with it. Wow. Ooh, hello. Again, advisory energy comes through with this King. It can talk to me about someone that's really well qualified in whatever area. It can also talk to me about you needing to take advice from someone. I do see this as Dr. Oyawawa chief energy, can be accountancy if you're looking at that. But again, it can talk about you slicing away, looking at your direction, thinking, yeah, what do I need to change? What do I need to do? We're all going through this now. And the next 3 months, very powerful energies, whilst Pluto is in Aquarius. It's allowing us to detach from old ways, certainly. You know, Saturn is said to be a karmic energy, and certainly I think Virgo, you're going to be feeling that. It could be a lot of karmic relationships, so I'm going to talk to you in the next one about that. This is for you, Leo, and I'm saying that you're definitely going to be traveling out as far as either it be in the mind again, you know, in this where imaginative or dreams, if you like, which is a Pisces energy. Saturn offers structure. Okay, so structuring those dreams, doing what we need to do. If you've got to go back to school to do something, if you're just sort of freshening up something, these are energies that you're going to be using. So work, yes, certainly. Relationships, certainly. But yeah, it's definitely looking good. Again, you bring the wish of your heart. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So dreams can come true, but we have to structure them. We have to recognize that, you know, yeah, we've got this wonderful light and we're all giving it out there, but am I doing it the right way? You know, what impression do I leave when I've done it? All right, because, you know, that sun energy, that actualization that's going to come through Mars as well, a lot more coming through, and that self-nurturing. All right, so that's a good one for you, particularly Cancer. I've just done the Cancer one. If you're cross-watching, guys, for any Cancerians or friends, at the end of the day, you need to get them to check that out as well. Okay, let's carry on. Wow, we are walking away onto mountains of potential. I love this red energy on this card, on these Morgan Greer cards. They're sort of talking to me about power. Again, talk to you about that, breaking away, detaching from old ways, the worn out. We've got eclipses coming as well towards the end. There's a lot going on here. New moons coming towards the end of the month as well. There's a lot going on, so it's going to be good. Let's have a peep. Magician, manifestation through transformation. Okay, so look at these. Okay, normally, you know, I put them my 16, but I'm doing it this way today because it's easier for me on the table rather than adjust the cameras. But again, we can see manifestation through transformation, so transmuting energies. Right, these are very, very good. We've got everything at our fingertips here. The Magician energy is coming up right. It's a good one, and I'm feeling confident. And there's nothing more than Leo when it comes to confidence. All right, but we can be overconfident, and we can sometimes not rein in that ego energy. All right, and sometimes we need to do that. Said with love, Leo. We've all got Leo inside us. God knows I've got it. But this is all about, you know, what is important, how we're going to transform, certainly around the career energy with the Uranus in Taurus there, and also around finances. So we do have the opportunities. Wow. Trust. If we're dealing with a relationship, right, and again, this is coming here, right, 5s, 8s, so 5 and 7. So again, if we're now recognizing that we have to let go to ultimately go forward and manifest something new, which of course we do, we have to let go of the old. I feel ultimately, again, these trust energies. All right, so it's trusting in the self, I feel, as well with this, trusting that the ideas that we've got from over here, you know, throwing our light into that, transmuting that situation that we've been in, transmuting delays, going deep, recognizing that spirit is looking after us with this light and guiding us, moving away, recognizing that we do have other opportunities to look at, not looking back at past successes or past failures, and thinking, right, okay, if I have to sort of start again with something, I do, and I'm going to put all that Leonian energy into that. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, let's just give me these another little bit of a shuffle here, guys. Oops, that one wants to come. I'm going to take it. Justice, love it. All right, this is a Libran energy, certainly, but at the end of the day, what we're actually looking at here, in that 7th house, this month you have Pluto, and so again, it may well be that, you know, again, this is also in opposition with the black moon, which is the darker side of the moons, and that's in Cancerian energy. So it's like, you know, acknowledging that things need to change, but also acknowledging that it has to be nurturing. All right, it's got to be a nurturing energy. It's got to, at the end of the day, give us yes, the success, but also that what's the word I'm looking for here, you know, that easiness. All right, very assertive, very, very assertive is Leo. You know, he likes to get out there. Yeah, there is a shyness. Of course there is a shadow side to everything. So for me, I'm thinking career, money, transforming it, contracts, certainly with this, all right. And again, I need to double check with that, I think, as well, with this sensation, because we've got this 5, which can talk about doubt in some respects, doubting the self as well with this Hermit energy. But I do feel that what we've got here with Justice, this talks about Libra, it talks about collaboration, working with other people, and again, contractual agreements. So if you have been frustrated, Leo, and you felt that your light has not been acknowledged, or you felt that someone's thrown a shade on that light, then I've got you stepping out, and you're going to have that great opportunity to do it when Pluto makes its move, right? So again, moving away from old ways of doing things, moving away from old habits, detaching from, right, being that group of one and standing in your own power, but being able to integrate with others, all right, Aquarius. So this is good. You know, it's a very single-minded, I mean, not as bad as Aries, but Leo, you know, it is friendly, it likes to enjoy itself, it loves all those things, laughter, you know, having fun, everything. But at the end of the day, you've got to do something that's going to embellish all of that for you, and to find people that are going to, you know, be yourself, be natural. That's very important, I think, with that 9th house as well. You know, being natural, being who you truly are. And so not putting that face on everything, said Leo. We all do that, don't we? We always, that's what we do. But yeah, there is that. So let's have a look. Wow. Massive change again. Big changes coming. This is going to be good for you. You know, we are moving forward. You know, we're not just looking at this month, guys, this next few months. As we're moving on, it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely going to be good. Wow. Darkest hour before the dawn. Everybody looks at this card and thinks it's really threatening. But, you know, note that we've got the ace. So again, it's like recognizing we're down, we've been down, but we're not out. You know, we can get up from this. And I do feel that there are contractual agreements here. So if this is work and you wanted to change it, you want to put that effort, that energy, that light into something, you've got an opportunity to do it. And I'm absolutely convinced there could be a relationship connection if that's where your head is at the moment. So we're all good. Wow, and the last card, I love it. So victory, my friends, victory. So we've definitely got this winning post. And you know, Leo, yeah, like Aries, it likes to win. Okay, they're quite similar energies for me in a lot of ways. They're Aries and Leo. Sagittarius, yeah, I mean, it's go ahead and get ahead and have new adventures and everything else, and there's all of that going on that 5th. But I do feel that, you know, your 9th house, because we've got all this Aries up there, and of course we're going to have Venus in Aries, so yeah, there's quite a bit cooking for you, Leo. But I do feel that it's going to be a positive month. So directional shifts, acknowledging your light, wanting other people to acknowledge it, but not in a grandiose way, if we can avoid that too much. Sometimes Leo does need to be humbled a little bit, said with love, Leo. But at the end of the day, I do feel a success for you. So God bless, and I'll speak to you soon. Take it easy, guys. Bye now.